Welcome back to the Far Q.
Season 1 review.
Yeah, we are jumping into episode 15 with Tash Allen. Tash, in her episode, talks to us around parenthood, around the loss of a parent, and the church community that came around her at that time, and the trade community, which is around her dad, Ken Monk. Bless him.
Yes, we really, we just want to take this moment to really uplift that beautiful soul and that beautiful love that he poured on all of us.
Yeah.
That love is just continuously flowing through everything that's his legacy. And Tash really invites us in with a relevant pause to actually recognize the life of his dad, of her father, who uplifted this moment.
We were all just, it was a clusterfuck. Like there's no other, it was just a shambles. We didn't know what to do. Like this cornerstone of our house had fallen and we didn't know how we were going to keep going. But we did.
Tash then navigates us through how she was able to outfit others who had gone through the same experiences in this next gem.
Recently, one of our friends lost her mum as well, and in a sudden way. And a few days later, she came over and we talked about it for hours and hours and hours. And I could talk about it with her and not cry. But when I did cry, I was crying for my friend because I knew that pain of just not feeling anything.
Tash then concludes with this recipe for her strength and the reason why she is who she is in this amazing year.
I am a strong woman because I was raised by a strong woman.
Poof. Mine exploded.
Yeah. Oh my God, I'm already crying.
Let it flow.
Oh man, like this was a while ago now. Like I think the anniversary of her dad's death was a couple of weeks ago and it was 4 years.
Wow.
I think 3 or 4 years. And I'm like, holy heck. Yeah. And just like hearing Tash, like in that first piece in particular, like talk about the cornerstone of her family of falling, it just, it's hard to listen to your friend. And I mean, I'm privileging my feelings at this time. It's hard to see your friend go through something like that, you know. And I don't know what it's like to be on the other side of that, but yeah, it's just really challenging to watch someone you love lose someone they love. Yeah.
What else?
It makes me think about my family. Yeah.
Go there.
But this is not about me.
Right now it is.
As a teenager, I had quite an interesting relationship with my parents. And I'm grateful that, you know, they're both still here and we had the opportunity to rebuild those relationships. Yeah, because I just can't even imagine what it would be like to lose them at that time, and not have that opportunity. Another piece that Tash shares in the episode is around when she got married. I think it was about a year after her dad passed, and her dad had always said that he wanted to walk her down the aisle because then he could, and I'm paraphrasing, he could finally get rid of her. And like, I still have those opportunities, and like I'm just really grateful that I have that still.
Beautiful.
Yeah. What does it bring up for you?
The strength. Like, to me, I feel like
Yeah, hard.
And strength comes in many different forms. So to me, it's like there's a nuance to everything. There's a nuance to strength. And I feel like in tears, there's strength. In mamai, there's strength. In ugliness, there's strength. There's like these tribes to strength. And I feel that to have the words to articulate your feelings is a strengthening space that you're able to claim, to be able to, because in terms of understanding the journey of how crippling it is to not even be able to process with your mind and your throat and your voice and everything like that. So to me, the strength is like Tash brought it to the table. She brought her strength to the table, and I was sitting there like I could not feel any other way but proud and happy to see her shine. And I'm like, for me right now, I'm considering all the different times that I actually, and at the same time, it also invites a conversation around different types of mourning and the different types of of honoring the person that's not your, because I feel like for me, there's different times in my life where who I perceive to be the cornerstone of my life actually shifted, and it's not the same at all as Tasha's experience. So that's this is not a comparison. It's not that's not what I'm talking about. I'm privileging the cornerstone in her conversation of being like, when the cornerstone is removed from your space, like the nuances of that and my experience of her story, and removing away her specific particular story, the cornerstones in my life actually move to a point, so much to a point where I'm like, I start to forget that the cornerstones are actually there because I give them the strength, and I give them, like I allow myself to see them as my cornerstone. And a mana enhancing process for me was actually to claim back my the fact that the cornerstone was coming through me and to them. And it's kind of like what Gemma was saying, spot it, you got it. And I'm like, because I spot the cornerstone in you, I want to honor that through me. And that was another way to live, like for let's say my grandparents, who are not here, bless their souls, their leadership and their strength and their all of their, like, because my grandparents raised me, so like the cornerstone that was there. And I'm at a point where it's like I'm baffled that I'm not crying. I'm baffled that I'm not, because I just feel so empowered that they're running through me and they're flowing through me, and they're always, like, I just feel so empowered by the thought that I get to honor them with my strength. And that's what I heard and her ability to, like, it doesn't matter how long or how short. And I think that's the beauty that you really like showed me, is that right now in this moment of you being vulnerable, I'm like, you've shown me that, there's times when all of that is so potently like it's crippling. Like there was a time when I couldn't even talk about my grandma without crying. And now I'm at a point where I just feel so empowered by their by the legacy that they've gifted in me. And at the same time, I uplift all of the times that I couldn't even have the words to articulate. Because those were all mana enhancing moments of being like, I did not know how to, because I couldn't. And it wasn't because I was weak. It wasn't because I was like, it was because I was processing what that felt like. I was still in it. And now that I'm still in it, it's like I'm in it in a different way where they're in it. Like they're in it. But yeah, so that's what it's coming for me. Like I'm just really, I can hear the power that comes from her words. And then when she transferred it to her mum, delicious. That was that literally like blew in my mouth, and I'm like, yeah, I'm eating all of that pasta.
What?
Oh, because it's delicious.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
It's like, where did we get to pasta?
But yeah, so that's me.
Yeah. You can see by the way that Tash navigates the world and the way that she interacts with people that, you know, she is a representation of her parents and her family. Yeah.
Echo.
So we can see Ken in her. Yeah.
So please know that we really, really uplift you, and we are like, I'm a better person because I'm in proximity to Tash.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm
100%.
so a better person, and obviously that's a result of her upbringing and her recipe. And we are so honored by that. Like I am so honored by that.
Yeah.
You can listen to that and as much more laughter and a lot more giggles, and then also some personal stories of how me, Kelsey, and Tash are connected. So if you're really wanting to get in touch with that, do go and check out the full episode. But yes, the fuck you.
Fuck you.
Kaki.